Man, get in there, Shawnee. Man, salute to Shawnee. My brother Shawnee, aka my soul to keep on all social media platforms, man. He's the DJ and I'm the rapper. You feel me? Thank you guys so much, man, for tuning in to the Black Gentleman Podcast, episode 36, titled Man or Mouse, man. Man, this feels, man, I love the opportunity to host this podcast, man. I'm indeed your host, JuniorTheTruth. You can follow me everywhere via social media, man. I can be found with the handle JuniorTheTruth. That's JuniorTheTruth. And that's over all your social media platforms. But enough about me, man. This podcast is sponsored by the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man. Yes. The Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products, man. Especially for you. Specifically and especially for you. Be sure to come check us out, www.theblackgent.com. That is www.theblackgent.com, man. Salute to everybody, man, that's tuning in, man, no matter where you take your podcast, man, whether you salute to the Apple iTunes family, salute to the Apple Podcast family, salute to the Google Podcast family, shout out to the Spreaker family, SoundCloud family, YouTube family, iHeartRadio family. Salute to everybody, man. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in, man, and finding your way here, man. We really, truly, genuinely appreciate you. We ask that you just partake in the conversation, man. This is a real conversation. It is just thought-provoking, emotionally driven, and really, truly genuine, authentic conversation, man. And I look forward to having these interactions with everyone, man. So salute to everybody for taking the time to tune in. Be sure to hit the like button, man. Be sure to share the content. Don't just keep this content to yourself. Share the content, man. If you feel the vibe on this ride, hit subscribe, tell a friend. But really, truly, genuinely appreciate you all once again, man. So man, this episode is gonna get heated. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna get heated. I would love to facilitate a panel and have a panel discussion about this, but it's gonna get heated. I think it's gonna get deep, and most importantly, I think it's gonna be necessary. You know what I mean? I really, truly think it's gonna be necessary. And in this, we're addressing the historical and ongoing efforts to prevent American Black men from shaping their own identity. Now, let's be clear. Before we get all off into the, we like to get all off into the specifics and what do you call it? We get into the weeds with things. Like we like to get all off into the semantics. Oh, I'm not Black. I'm this. Oh, I'm not Black. I'm African, brother. And how that if you are in America and you were indeed born in America and you are a descendant of the indigenous people or the slaves or people who, migrated to this continent and this land mass from Africa, and you are viewed as being a Black American, I'm talking to you. Like I'm talking to your Black ass. Like I'm trying not to curse. I'm trying not to swear, trying not to go crazy, but I'm talking to you. This is specifically, I'm talking about you when I say the Black American men. And so today, once again, we're going to be talking about the historical and ongoing efforts that prevent or to prevent Black American men from shaping their own identity? Or is that a thing? You understand what I'm saying? From your viewpoint, do you feel that Black American men are prevented from shaping their own identity? Yeah. I think from my standpoint, it's like the ways that the wings have been clipped, voices being silenced, and we've been boxed in to narratives that don't belong to us, like they're not ours. They do not belong to us. You understand what I'm saying? But before we go any further, I want to send out another shout out to today's sponsor, or the show sponsor, the podcast sponsor, the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, www.theblackgent.com, man. Yes. All right, man. I also got to mention, as a result of you listening to this podcast, you can go over to the shop, www.theblackgent.com. There is a special promo code for everybody that catches this podcast. You enter in the code GENT20, GENT 20, and you receive 20% off your order for the rest of the month. GENT 20, capital GENT 20. Gent, the number 20, and you will receive 20% off your purchase for the rest of for the rest of for the rest of the month. And it'll start tonight at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So from Wednesday, April the 3rd, the 23rd, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time until the end of the month, man, you will get 20% off of your entire purchase. So salute to the family. Thank you all so much, man, for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. All right, man. So how can I say this? Like, I guess I'll talk about the inspiration of it. So the inspiration of it is, I have been, and this is me being honest. I have noticed a trend in a modern trend. And the modern trend is that I feel like there is like this real strong there's this strong systematic push and this strong emphasis on programming around the mental health, identity, behavior of Black American men. Okay, so you're seeing an influx of you know uh conferences around Black men, workshops, talks, podcasts, different varying types of content that are focusing on the mental health, well-being, emotional intelligence, behavioral health of Black men, right? And the majority of this programming and the majority of these activities and so on and so forth, not only do they incorporate others and involve others, other people, but they're even owned, facilitated, orchestrated by people who are not Black American men. No disrespect to nobody. I don't want nobody to take it, you know what I'm saying, any disrespectfully, any way other than what I am literally saying. So there are the table of people who are coming together to shape and influence and shape and define the what it is to actually be a Black man in America in 2025. That table is a very diverse and inclusive table. So there are a whole bunch of different people from different demographics, different genres, different ages, different cultures, different creeds, and so on and so forth. And they're coming to that table. Meanwhile, the table that gets to define what it is to be a white man in America is not diverse. The table that it is formed to be able to determine and dictate what it is to be a white woman in America, it's not diverse. The table that is formed to define what it is to be a black woman in America. It's not diverse. You understand what I'm saying? But the table that determines what it is to be a black man in America is diverse, and it is a multitude of people, and the majority of them are not black men in America. And so we've been so, and when I say we, I'm speaking specifically about black men. And this is, once again, this is no disrespect to nobody. I'm not gonna say that no more. I'm not gonna continuously say no disrespect, no offense, no none of that. If you take disrespect, if you take this as disrespect, if you take this as offensive and you are offended by this, then theoretically I'm believing that this message probably, like grandma, like Nanny said, only a hit dog holler. You feel me? And I'm feeling like you a hit dog. So fuck you. But anyway, I said I wasn't doing all that cussing. But this table that gets to define what it is to be a black man, like who you feel me? Remember when Joe Biden was campaigning his first campaign and he went on the Breakfast Club and said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That is a direct indication of and an example of what it is that I'm saying. Somebody from outside of the demographic, outside of the culture, can literally come to the culture and feel so strong and emboldened and empowered to be able to sit down amongst the culture, sit down at the head of the culture and tell you that if you don't do exactly what I say to do right now in this instant, then you are not a part of this culture. I want you to think about that. I told you we was going to get down through there, and we ain't even got started yet. So there are so many people who are invited to the table to be able to define what it is to be a black man, to be able to influence it, to be able to tell you that you're a black man in America, you need to do this, and this. And I've been seeing these events and these workshops and these discussions and these panels and all this stuff around black man mental health, and no disrespect to nobody. I'm not going to say it again. I keep saying it because I know people going to feel disrespected and disregarded and think I'm coming at their work and all that. I'm not. I am pointing out an error. You understand what I'm saying? Because somewhere along the line, black men in America, we've become like the low-hanging fruit. We've become the easy win. Like we've become the easy target. Like all you got to do is just, you can slap anything together and then you can present it and put their face on it and voila. You understand what I'm saying? And in my opinion, what it is, and I look at it, and I'm looking at people and it's like, okay, I can sniff out the scam. And the scam is, it's easy to talk about and target us because it keeps you from having to sweep the dirt off them in front of your own doorstep. You understand what I'm talking about? It keeps you from having to focus on your own self. It keeps you from having to work on, you tell black men that they need to work on their own idiosyncrasies and their own self and worry about their own identity, and they need to do this work for their identity, do this work for their own mental health, do this work for their own emotional intelligence, be intentional with the way you talk to women, and don't raise your voice, and don't do this and don't do that, and yada yada yada. And it keeps you from working on and pursuing your own healing based on your own experiences and your own issues, which are indeed very much attached to your decisions. And so it's easy to focus on black men in America to keep you from cleaning up your own shit. You understand what I'm talking about? But the funny thing about me, and we're gonna go down through there. You feel me? I was trying to be cool, but we're gonna go down there through there because I ain't come to really play no games. I really didn't come to play no games. So for me, and y'all should be sharing this content, and y'all should be hitting the like button by now. But for me, I'm sitting here and I'm just gonna be real with you. Like I'm gonna sit here and I've looked and I've seen shit like Ayana Fix My Life, and she's sitting there talking to a black man about what it is he should be doing and how he needs to be being his genuine self, and he needs to do this to fix himself, and he needs to fix his thought process, and he has thinking, and he needs to work on his identity, he needs to work through his issues and so on and so forth. And the thing about me, and when I say me, I'm speaking for Junior, like I'm speaking for myself, nobody else. I absolutely dismiss the notion, and I do not receive the fact that I would take information about how to be my most genuine, most authentic, most emotionally intelligent, most mentally healthy, most genuine, true self from somebody wearing a colorful wig and face paint. Them's is clowns where I come from. Clowns wear face paint and colorful wigs or weaves, if you will. Ain't no way you can sit here and got face paint and a colorful wig on and talk to me about how to be my most genuine, most authentic, most emotionally intelligent, most healthy self. It ain't possible. It's not possible. At the end of the day, everybody got their own shit. We got our own shit we should be dealing with. You feel me? And so I refuse to allow myself as a black man to be turned into a lab rat. Hence the topic of the show, man or mouse. I'm not a mouse. I'm not a lab rat. You can't run that shit on me. You can't run that shit on us. And I am taking the absolute liberty and speaking for black men. And I am saying, hey, listen, everybody got their own situations that they should be dealing with. We are not your mice. We are not your national lab rats. They did that with the Tuskegee experiments. You feel me? Nah, we not that. This ain't that. Y'all can't just come out here and collectively pile up and jump on us, and everything that's wrong in society resides specifically with us. No, sir, Reed Bob. Everybody got a lane, and a huge part with regard to the culture and what's wrong with the culture, that does not resonate only with black men. Everybody's out of fucking position. Excuse my language. Everybody's out of position. Everybody's out of position. Everybody's out of position. The followers want to be the leaders. The leaders want to be the followers. The absolute top-notch leaders want to be invisible. The people who shouldn't be seen want to be visible. You understand what I'm talking about? The people who got the attention and captivate the most polarizing and captivating figures in the culture want to get on a worldwide television and put and have on do-rags and smoke and have a black and mild hanging out of their fucking mouth, drinking cognac on the air as a direct representation of what it is to be a black man in America. Oh, y'all thought we came to play. Nah, we ain't come to play. Not today. We ain't come to play. And then when shit go haywire for you and then people come to get you, you want to tug on the heartstrings of black men. No, bro, you went up there and that's how you represented us. With a black and mild hanging out your mouth, a fucking do-rag and drinking cognac, bro. Nah, you can get the fuck on. I'm done cussing. No more curse words. No more curse words. Now you got to come back and make an atonement. You gonna be a man or a mouse? You can't come. See, I'm under the old law. You feel me? I grew up under the old law. I was born in 1970 something. I'm under the old law. And when I came up, the men instructed the young men how to be men. You understand what I'm saying? Your experience of how to engage this world as a man was shaped and formed, and it was modeled by the men that raised you. The men taught the men how to be men. The men instructed the young men how to be men. The women were instructed by the women. The young women were instructed by the women how to be women. Or maybe we do it this way. The girls were instructed by the women as to how to be young women. The boys were instructed by the men as to how to be young men. That's the culture I grew up on. And for whatever reasons, we've gotten so far from that now that there's so many different people allowed to just come in and have their way. And that's where we are. And you don't get, as a Black American man, you don't even get the opportunity, right? You don't even get the privilege. You don't even get the privilege. You don't even get the privilege to define what it is to be a Black man. These other folks, they get to come together and they get to create this narrative or create this mold. And if you don't fit that mold, guess what? You're toxic. You know how many times I've been called toxic? You toxic. Oh, you toxic. Oh, you don't want to wear this. Oh, toxic masculinity. Oh, you a homophobe. No, bitch. I like women. You understand what I'm talking about? I love being a man. You feel me? Like, I love being a man. Sometimes I just do stuff sometimes I just, watch this. Sometimes I just go outside and just piss on a tree for the hell of it. For the yell I get, for the smell of it. Sometimes I go outside and just piss. Sometimes I go in my backyard. Like, I'm outside, especially if I'm doing yard work and I'm outside, I go outside and I just piss outside. You feel me? I just piss in the backyard. You feel me? I had my nephew and my son when we did our harvest party. And the women are, oh, he gotta use the restroom. Let me go. They're gonna walk all the way across the campground to take the kids to the boys to the restroom. I did not. I pulled them right on back to the back where we was doing the harvest, where we was doing on the other side of the bonfire, and y'all pick a tree. Y'all pick a tree. First time these boys done pissed outside, thanks to their daddy and uncle. You feel me? Nah, come on, man. We finna pee outside, bro. Sometimes I just pee outside for the shit because I'm a man. I'm a person that a lot of times, sometimes, and watch this, y'all. Sometimes somebody might say something, they have a point that I somewhat agree with. I'll emphasize what I don't agree with. My point of emphasis will be my disagreement. Because I don't believe as a man I should be agreeing with everything that somebody say. Oh, you just don't know how much I've been called toxic. Yeah, I'm toxic than a motherfucker. You feel me? Oh, yeah. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I love being a man. And I love greeting men when I am out and I see Black American men, especially with their children. We're not even gonna start that conversation. When I see them with their children, I go out of my way to acknowledge them. I see you. Bro, you important. Bro, you matter. Bro, keep going. But at the end of the day, there's this whole consortium put together defining what it is to be a Black man in America, and we're not invited to the table. Now, this is in my opinion, it's very systematic, and it is, of course, the systematic dehumanization of us. You understand? So much, in fact, that you see it. All you got to do is just pay attention, and you see it play out day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out. You understand? And we know what happened historically and the history that's been given to us. And then a lot of us also know the true history and how that all played out. But it was no accident. It was by design through renaming, reshaping, reclassifying us over and over and over again. And then anybody who would resist it were punished severely on up into death. Like, I get it. You understand what I'm saying? Even so much now. You see stuff like a lot of my fellow creators on social media. Salute to my brother Stormy B Man. A lot of us, we have our on social media and YouTube and these media platforms. When we create thought leadership content, when we create content that causes you to think, when you have the same hue as me, our content is misclassified, it is demonetized, and it is categorized, and it is shadow banned. You feel me? It is absolutely shadow banned. So you're looking at somebody, and I'm gonna speak specifically about myself. You looking at me, I should have 500,000 followers, excuse me, supporters. I should have 500,000 supporters on my YouTube channel with the amount of work I put in, with the influence. You feel me? When you go in and you see concepts that I've created and you see them on Ring Magazine YouTube channel, you see them on these different content creators who have 200, 300,000, and they've come down to the street to my content, to come to the street to dance, and they take and they steal and they take my shit and run with it. And then they take it over there and it's a success. And I just nod and I laugh. Say, yeah. Now all of a sudden they got Black Coffee Conversations on Ring TV. Huh. We've been doing Black Coffee Club for about 2 years now. It's about 2 years. We've been having a Black Coffee Club for about 2 years now. Interesting. The Punch Junkie mobile app. Now all of a sudden we have boxing mobile apps. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. I just noticed somebody, one of them big platform people, now he has a morning show. It's the so-and-so morning show. The Punch Junkie morning show. We did that. What, we had about a 5-year run on the Punch Junkie morning show? We did about 4 or 5 years on the Punch Junkie morning show. Interesting. Interesting. Should have 500,000 subscribers. But it's dangerous because we can't be told to think. We can't be challenged to think. We can't be challenged to create our own identity. We can't be challenged to push back against the status quo. You feel me? And I'm telling you, my message, even in this message, is to think. All you have to do is just think. Like, you start with thinking. As a man thinketh. Like, you start with thinking, period. Your biggest key to resisting is to think. Somebody ought not be able to tell you to do something, especially something that's detrimental to your own well-being. And not even that, because as men, we are put here to protect. Like, our job is to create and protect. We are supposed to create provisions, and within those provisions, we are supposed to we're supposed to protect. You understand what I'm saying? We are supposed, and I'm gonna speak for myself as a man, I'm here to promote and protect, create provisions, promote and protect childhood and womanhood. And not in that order. It's womanhood, then childhood. That's what I'm here for. All across the board. That's what I'm here for. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm supposed to put back more than I took. So you want to know why I can go to men and have conversations to try to empower men? Is because I want you on the same accord. Bro, we here to provide provisions that promote and protect womanhood and childhood. Like, that's what we here for, bro. If you're not doing that, then get the hell out the way, bro. Get the hell out the way. Man, I don't even want to. Like, I can talk about the legal and political suppression, but it's the same conversation over and over again. We can also talk about the economic marginalization, but it's all the same. It's the same over and over again. The criminalization and mass incarceration. It's the same thing all over and over again. And when you look at it and you see just different things that are played out in the media, you feel me? The vilification of Black fathers. You understand what I'm saying? The cultural stereotypes, the media representation, how they've successfully taken the face of sexual deviance and they've made it a Black one. You feel me? The face of sexual deviance in America is a Black man. You feel me? Never mind all of these. Man, I can't even talk about all of these other demographics of people that you have these they have all of these allegations and these cases and these unsolved mysteries about islands and sexual assaults and all kind of stuff that they've done. And we in this society where Sean Combs is vilified and in jail, and Hugh Hefner is a national treasure. You understand what I'm talking about? Like it's crazy as hell. You feel me? R. Kelly is in prison, but Elvis Presley, Woody Allen, you feel me? Bill Belichick, like all of these dudes is out here, or have been out here, or historically are celebrated. You understand what I'm talking about? These dudes was marrying teenagers, impregnating teenagers, children. But the face of sexual deviance in America is a black one. Then you go back to that table of all these people from all these different demographics getting to hammer out and define what it is to be a black man in America. And when you don't fit this, right now there's I think I'm gonna stop there. It's a very heavy conversation, but it's something that you got to take notice to. So here we are in 2025. What's changed hysterically? Our education is still under attack. You know what I mean? Politically, our misrepresentation on the political front still under attack. Media is still gaslighting people against us. You understand what I'm saying? Economic opportunity still being snatched. It's all still the same. But at the end of the day, like, we're called to be men. We're called to be men. We are called to be men. Salute to the sisters that's still listening and made it this far. We're called to be men. We define who we are, not them, not the media, not the system, us. We define who we are. You build your life. You raise your children. You walk in integrity. You reclaim your name. You live a life where you, King Corleone, you live a life where you put your last name first. I tell my children that when I drop them off to school every day. I give them their spiel. I have a boy and a girl. They're 9 and 6 respectively. I say, hey, boy, take care of your sister. Girl, take care of your brother. Y'all look out for each other. You look out for yourselves. You put your last name first. Tribe over everything. I literally tell them that every day when I drop them off at school. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Put your last name first. Tribe over everything. That's it. Tribe over everything. As men, we are called, man. It's different. We have a different calling on us. And you got to reclaim your shit, man. Like, you got to reclaim it. You got to be who you created to be, and be who you supposed to be. You don't have to sit down and be meek and be idle and succumb. You know what I mean? Everything has to be, and everything has to get in line. And if it don't want to get in line, then you get it the fuck out from around you. And I don't care who or what it is, but you got to be in your right mind. You got to walk in integrity. You got to stop getting high all the time. You got to stop getting drunk all the time. You got to stop giving way to these vices. You got to be a man. Like, you literally got to be a man. And we've become so weak and so docile that everybody feel like they could just play with us. So much, in fact, that they can have a workshop telling you how you need to act and what you need to do to be the best you that you can possibly be, to be your most genuine, authentic, emotionally intelligent, well self. And it will be facilitated and run by somebody with face paint and a colorful wig. I'm not telling you to go out there and be mean. I'm not telling you to be ignorant. I'm not telling you to be anything other than I'm telling you that at some point you have to reclaim your name. You have to build your life. Your life is your responsibility. You have to raise your children. Raising your children is your responsibility. You have to walk in integrity. You're going to have to walk in integrity. And you don't ever make anybody or allow anybody to make you feel like you need to be in a state of constant apology for being a black man in America. You got to stand on something, man. You got to stand on something. You got to stand on something. You got to stand on something. Man, salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much, man, for taking the time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. Man, I'm tired, man. Like, I'm tired, man. I'm tired, but I've never felt, man, I'm ready to fight. Like, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. Our children need us to be who we supposed to be. Our women need us to be who we supposed to be. Our mothers need us to be who we're supposed to be. Our fathers need us to be who we're supposed to be. Our ancestors need us to be who we supposed to be. Our spirit guides. Everybody is dependent on us. And we in the back hiding. Nah, man. Bring your ass out to the front. Salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. Shout out to the sponsor, man, the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. Be sure to go over and check us out. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products. www.theblackgent.com. That is www.theblackgent.com. This has been a Stone Groove, man. I appreciate y'all listening to me, man, and listening and participating. Thank you all so much. No matter where you're tuning in to, thank you. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done so. If you like the content, if you don't like it, I understand 100%. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all, man. Salute to the family. This is Junior the Truth signing off, man, on behalf of the Black Gentleman Podcast, episode 36 in the books. I'm going to give you your reminder to view your life like a paradise until your life looks like a paradise, man. I'm Ohio-born player, mate. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Just so natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be your swagger, your style, class, and luxury. We make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the Black Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah. The Black Gentleman Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.